Got a sealed bag coming up today. 2001 Philadelphia, still sealed. Looking for additional people to get involved if you want to before I open this up. Otherwise, going to wait for a few to show up. This is kind of an immediate schedule and get it done. Trying to get people's packages packed up and get them out of here for the mail. Get people to see the notification that we are live. And come on in. I'm going to go ahead and record the opening of the bag, but I'm not going to do anything else. So the bag is still sealed. And here it is. Very well sealed. Here you go, and this side. Hobo, any chance you want to get in on this bag? I've got it available. And get you in now before I get it opened up. Always live game before it's actually opened. It's a 2001 Philadelphia mint sealed bag. I can get you in for 10 or 25 coins. 10 coins is $8. 25 coins is $15. Get this thing clipped in the right place. There we go. Now I've got it ready here. There we go. See, that's just going to zipper straight up open. And there we go. Just removed the mint stitching. If anybody's here who wants to get in on this, let me know now so I can get you involved before we open the bag, before we get the bag open. All I did was bust the stitches. Still nobody's seen inside. You wanted in on this one, right? For what, half roll? Okay. Mickey's here. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. We've got 7 people in right now. If anybody is interested in becoming involved in this bag and has not done so already, I'm going to wait for a few more people to show before I get started on this. You can get 10 coins for $8 or a 25 coin half tube for $15. 75 pennies says, "Hey, Mickey." There we go. That's what we're doing these for. If you want to get involved before we actually get started, looking to get started here in just a couple of minutes. Hope everybody's weather is doing well. Ours is a bit cloudy today. It's kind of cloudy and chilly. Well, not cold, but it's, kind of a chill, like a 75 degree day. It's not 270 degrees like it was a couple of weeks ago. Guess I don't have anybody else going to get involved here today. Hello, Taco John. Did you get in on this one? The 2001 sealed bag, 2001 Philadelphia sealed bag. If you didn't get in, the price is right there on the top. You got 10 coins for $8, 25 coins for $15. And I guess I'll go ahead and get started. Now, the change in the way I do the mint seal bags at this point, the seal bags, okay, the seal bags, Bo, if you want to sell that 60D small date bag, just let me know. we can talk about it. The way I'm changing this around, it used to be that you would get a pair of coins at the beginning of the show. I would give each person a pair of coins, and then the show would end when I had been through everybody's pair of coins. What we're going to do is change it up, and I'm going to go through about a roll worth of the coins, obverse and reverse, on the stick, and we're going to take a look at them. I'm going to examine them, tell you what we can expect out of the bag, and then after the show is over, I'm going to go and hand pull everybody's coins straight out of the bag. So you won't know what you're going to get exactly until you receive them, but we will be able to tell what's basically in the bag. So let me go ahead and do the tour. Open the bag, and we'll see what's inside. Well, it looks like a bunch of nice shiny 2001 Lincoln Cents. There are some spotty coins in here, but for the most part, they look pretty good. Alright, so we're going to go through a couple of sticks of these, and I'm just going to line them up on the stick. May as well do obverse first. We'll be able to do a little bit of cool judgment on what we've got as we go through this. We get to the point where we kind of know what's going on. Gives us a better idea of what we should expect out of the bag when I separate them up and give everybody their coins. So just about ready with this first stick, and we'll start real shortly. I'm putting 25 coins out here, so we're going to see a full 50 coins, obverse and reverse. I'm just getting this prepped. Mickey watches as I do my operation from behind. No, my scope is on. I just didn't have anything under it yet. Okay, here we go. First coin up. Let's get that focus fixed. There we go. Alright, the first coin appears to be normal here on the obverse so far. And we'll move on to the second one. Just going to look at about 50 of these coins. And check them on the obverse and the reverse and pick out anything that looks great. Let's see. Still working on finding a die variety. We may not find one, but there are more double die obverse and reverse listings for 2001 than for a number of other years, so there is a chance that we'll find something. You can also get a general idea of the condition of the coins themselves. That one. That one looks interesting on the Y. Looks like that outside angle may be a little thick, but no, I don't think so, unfortunately. Damn dog's growling in his sleep. He's over there making noise like he knows what's going on. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get my eyes adjusted to the design as it exists on a particular date. That is important. You have to adjust yourself to what you're looking at, because if you don't really adjust yourself to what you're looking at, you could end up missing what you're looking for. And then I might ask, what's the point in looking if you're going to miss everything? So we run it kind of slow. Let's see what I'm doing. Checking for everything I can check for. Looking for thickness in the date, especially thickness that would be stretched toward the rim. Not necessarily looking for doubled eyes, but I am looking for doubled ears. We never know when we might run into a new listing. Checking God We Trust for thickness, and another important place to check for thickness is especially on the TY of Liberty. See, there's a coin that's going to get tossed. That's going to get tossed in the zinc bin to go back over to the bank so somebody can throw it on the ground and let it rot. Because you know people don't save pennies for candy anymore. So I don't even think you can buy penny candy anymore. I sound old, but I never bought penny candy either, so that's before my time. I can remember going to the bait shop with my grandpa on the way down to go fishing, and he would get me some bubble gum as I was on my way to the lake, and the bubble gum was that double bubble, and it was 2 cents a piece. He'd give me a nickel, and I'd buy 2 of them and get a penny back in change. That was part of how I collected. I am not seeing anything on the obverse on this stick. So let everybody know again, those of you who are here who might have been at the last seal bag opening, this is a new way of getting through these so that we can look at a number of coins in the bag. We are going through 50 of the coins, both obverse and reverse, pointing out the differences and oddities that we see if we see anything. And then the coins at the end of the show go back into the bag and get mixed into the bag, and these very coins will be in the bag when I pull everybody's coins to put them in tubes to send them off after the end of the show. To make things go a little bit faster, and we will see more coins this way. I have a better chance of being able to pick up on what's odd about this roll, if there is anything. So far, not seeing much of anything here. But we haven't seen the reverse of a single coin yet. And I leave you in peace and quiet with the sound of my bulldog snoring in the background. Now you know why I fall asleep at work all the time.
Making me fall asleep.
He's back there getting his Z's copped. And we've been working all day. Dan, I don't know. I don't think so. You'll have to read the invoices. I can't tell you right now what's up with them. I did send out 2 invoices for people. If you were in the reveals, that's 1. And then if you were at the auction and bought anything at the auction, that would be 2. So it'd be two invoices. 1 sent late last night, 1 sent this morning. Well. And then you see here on the reverse, I know that there's none known. I know that there has never been one reported, but I'd be looking for a wide AM just because it's within the era when that sort of thing happened, and there is any and every chance that anyone could discover the first one. Why not me? Why not here? Why not in this bag that I'm sharing with a number of other people?
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't it? But I don't see anything doubled in these coins yet. Places I'm checking. I'm looking at the lower serifs on all the letters in cent. I'm also checking the steps to see if there's any doubling on the steps. I'm checking the ceiling area up above. Like if you were inside the building and you look up, what you see is what I'm talking about. I'm checking that area for any doubling, and I don't see any. I'm checking the planters, the two different planters, for possibility of having doubling up inside the bays next to them. I'm checking the tops of the area in states of and looking for thickness or doubling. Check the initials for thickness or doubling. And then I'm checking to see that these are indeed the close AM like these are. Dan, it also could possibly have been that I updated a number and you're looking at two sends of the same invoice. Just check the invoice number. If the invoice number is the same on both, then only pay one of them. Pay the most recent one sent. Once I finish an invoice and send it off, if I find an error on the invoice, I can't back it out and say unsend. I just have to correct it and send you a new email. So there is a chance that if I messed up on your invoice and had to send another, then you would have two emails saying you have invoices. But they would be the same edited invoice. I don't see anything here that's real high grade either, like a 66, 67 level coin. Gem 65 is about as good as I see. And not seeing much of anything on these, unfortunately. Looking for anything, anywhere. Looking for the columns to be doubled on and around the statue. Looking for doubled knees, doubled feet in the column around the statue. Seems to be a rather typical place for double die reverses on 2001 cents. Actually, cents throughout this era. Yes, I called them cents twice. I can call them pennies too. Be just like anyone else. Still not seeing it. We'll go through one more stick of these. We'll end up going through one full roll before we decide whether there's anything in here. Let's see. I'm glad we got that worked out, Dan. You have to remember that when it comes to me, I'm bebopping around here, beating my head against every wall in the room, throwing things together like a madman, trying to get everybody taken care of. And I unfortunately am more or less incapable of remembering individual circumstance. So where it comes to somebody's invoice, they point something out to me. It's probably the first time I really would ever notice it. So, and also, understandably, during a live show is not the time for me to be checking into people's invoices, so I kind of have to be rather vague about things when you ask me in a live show. I just don't have the opportunity to look it up. I'm glad you got that figured out, though. I'm right down to the wire at the end of the first 25 coins, and nada. Nada. Alright, so I pour these off. Get to the next 25. And then these coins where we don't find anything, I'll make sure I leave these out of the bag if I don't find anything on them. That way, if there is anything in the bag, you're at least 50 coins closer to not seeing regular coins only. There's some chance if there's anything in there like an error or a good die variety or something hiding in the bag in there. And then if it's not one of these 50 coins, there's no sense in me putting them back in the bag to have you look at the same coins again. Just no point in that. And get done with this here. Get my head ironed on straight. And we'll start talking. I am hella tired today. Had kind of a pretty icky headache overnight. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I am going to work on trying to get to the pool this evening, the mystery pool this evening. If you're not in the mystery pool, you need to let me know before we get started. And I can get you in. As long as it's before we get started. Okay. Well, nothing real on that. Let's check coin number 2 here. Nothing there. Coin number 3. Got nothing going on there. I am going to get a new mic here pretty soon. I have listened to my own show a few times and realized that it's quite often that you can't really hear what I'm saying very well, because if I point my face away from the mic, it quits picking my voice up. And, well, that's not the intent of me having this piece of foam out in front of my mouth and me talking to it. The point is for it to pick up my voice and broadcast it over the internet, which it does not do well. Machines do not do their jobs well. They get fired. I have no patience with machines. I have patience with people. If they don't do the job well, we just go through retraining. No problem. But with machines, you don't get a chance. We have no chances.
Yeah, I'd already been fired.
You're working right, or you're fired. So we're almost to the end of the wire on the obverses on the second half of what we're looking through. Let's see what we come up with. And I see nothing. I see nothing special so far. I've seen a couple of different instances where I wanted to stop and take a better look at the coin. But yeah, just not a whole lot of love going on here. Of course, Mickey, you gonna look through coins, don't have him around. He's bad luck.
Seemed like it.
Look at that. Got a few spotties. Not real bad spotty. They're just bag spotty. Normal bag spotty. Sealed from the mint just like this, I doubt we're going to find any Larrys on these coins. But they cannot keep the coins from tarnishing, changing color, spotting, toning, whatever you want to call it.
Blistering.
Yeah. Actually, by the time 2001 came around, the blistering wasn't that big of an issue. I mean, you'll see them once in a while, but I got coins from the 80s that are just like electric with all kinds of blistering. I think I sold one of them this past week. All right, well, that's it for the obverse of the second half. Let's take a look at the reverses now and see what we see on the reverse side. If we get anything here. And starting off, don't see anything there. Check the rest of this one. Okay. So again, I'm looking for the possibility of maybe a new discovery of a wide AM. I'm looking for extra thickness in the lettering throughout the edge of the design. I'm looking for doubled feet, doubled knees, doubled column pieces in and around the statue in the center. And so far, I've unfortunately found nothing. A little bit of machine doubling on the tops of the letters in states of on this one. But that's nothing to get excited about. Next coin. So this would be the kind of sealed bag coin right here that I would toss. I wouldn't put that in a BU roll. But where it comes to sealed bags, we're dipping directly out of the source material regardless of what the condition is. It's only when we're looking for coins that are possible graders do we even slow down and look at these newer coins like this, straight out of the tube, leave them in order, put them back in the tube, be scientifically careful with everything. Not time for that right now. 'Tis not time for that at the moment. It's my second stick. Yeah, it's my second stick. Okay. My head's swimming. It's decided not to participate today. I woke my head up to go to school and it kept hitting the snooze button. I got up anyway. My derriere certainly didn't like that. It said, "You need to lay your ass back down." But I didn't. Not for a while, anyway. Well, it looks like we may end up here with kind of a dud. Looking for stuff to have meaning. I'm not finding any. A pluribus unum. Let's see. Right? That part. Yeah, when you're looking through a roll of modern pennies that has nothing on them, what do you talk about? I could say, I once bought a box of powdered water, but I didn't know what to add. That was kind of deep. I am not seeing anything, boys and girls. I am sorry. This one seems to be sort of kind of a dud bag. I'll go through a few more rolls worth of these before I start splitting off coins for people. 'Cause I want to know really what contains this, or what is contained in this bag that I at first thought was so beautiful. So beautiful. Such a beautiful coin. I love that coin. Until it bites me. Let's see here. Okay, we're at the end of our 50 coin search. We've done 50 coins in this sheer bag. Now let me get these guys dumped off to the side, and we'll open the bag up and kind of peek inside and see if we have any off-centers, blank planchets, saddle strikes, over strikes, broad strikes, or anything else of any significant value. I have in the past found 3 different 2001 bags that had errors in them. Don't see anything of particular interest here. Let me get this. There we go. Hello, farm dog. Good afternoon, kind sir. Let's see. Where'd you put my glass? Oh, I know where they are. They're on the shelf over there.
You can't see.
No. One of the bags that I opened that was a 2001 bag had a bunch of railroad rim coins in it. That partial color strike, thank you. And well, partial color strikes can be worth a couple of dollars. And I think I found like 60 or 80 of them in that bag. That was a bag I got back in 2001 at face value. Got it from the teller at my local bank. Said, are there any bags of coins here by chance? And she says, you mean like this? And she pulls up a mint sealed bag of 2001. I said, yeah. What can I get that for? And she said, well, it's $50. I said, sold. And I don't see anything in here that screams error to me. Nope. We've got 5,000 coins as it appears, but I don't think there's any errors in here. And as fate would have it, it appears to be a completely normal bag of 2001 Philadelphia Lincoln cents. You like just the bag? Oh. Well, unfortunately, these bags store the coins rather conveniently. I have no other place for them. But that's what we've got, folks. Unfortunately, we are not going to come up with anything of any necessarily high collectible value today. Not in this bag. We will be doing the mystery pool this evening. Slight change in the rules on that is that I will pull one chip for each person, and the actual coins, when I pull them up, we will see a sticker on some of the coins that will say game, and stickers on some of the coins that will say bonus. And so when I pull your 10 or 20 coins or however many you purchase, we'll see it right then and there if you get a bonus or not, and I'll pull another coin out. That's how that will work. I'll be here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I've also got a reveal, a 1946S reveal that we'll be doing here in I'm gonna put it up for about another hour or two. But I appreciate it, folks. That's all I've got for now, and I will be back a little bit later. I hope you have a great afternoon. Be well.